A high-value man is more valuable than a beautiful woman. These men are in the top 10% of all men. Whether you want to find yourself as a high-value man or improve yourself to become a high-value man, at the end of this video you'll realize what you are. On the other hand, you might be looking for a high-value man as a life partner, but you don't know the way to recognize them. Don't worry, folks. Here are 13 signs of a high-value man. Before we delve in, make sure you have tapped that subscribe button. Sign number 1. Self-awareness. A high-value man knows who he is, his strengths, and his weaknesses. Try to notice yourself while going about your daily activities. It is crucial for anyone seeking self-improvement. Truly self-respecting and high-level males thoroughly understand themselves, taking into consideration strong and not-so-strong parts. Consequently, they easily move through life, defining their targets and recognizing regions beyond their strengths. They can make well-grounded decisions through being fully present, which will make them authentic in their actions and associations. Awareness of his feelings, motives, and principles is what makes a man flexible and tough in different situations. He keeps refining his character through introspection and self-reflection in an attempt to align it with his true self. With self-awareness, he can therefore lead with integrity, compassion, and purpose to shape a life that is fulfilling and contributes to others' well-being. Sign number 2. Confidence. High-value man carries himself with assurance without being arrogant. This man has a self-confidence that radiates from within him, and this points to a man who is not arrogant. A sense of unobtrusive power surrounds him, rooted in his competencies and convictions. This bravery is far from boisterousness, but a constant assurance of personal capability. For he can handle difficulties calmly with no signs of giving up. This courage makes him earn trust through his behavior, making people respect his directions as well. His self-esteem is founded on his understanding of himself as well as the value he places upon himself, not on what other people think of him. Consequently, he is enabled to go after what he wants passionately without fear of any failure, thus serving to be a great example for everyone else by showing that he is determined to push on without giving up. Sign number 3. Respectful. In his interactions, a man of high value embodies respect, treating others kindly, with empathy and consideration. He acknowledges that each person has intrinsic value irrespective of their background or status. His conduct is driven by a sincere desire to help others rise, hence creating an atmosphere characterized by mutual respect and comprehension. In both his professional environments and interpersonal relationships, he pays attention without making judgments or belittling others' opinions. All these acts foster friendships based on trust and mutual respect, thereby improving the quality of life of many. Sign number 4. Ambitious. A man of high value is ambitious, having a clear vision of his goals, thus aspirations. He has goals and works diligently towards achieving them. This man is unrelenting towards living his dreams, always striving for self-improvement. His burning desire sparks off his love for something or his ability to endure, hence moving him ahead despite any form of crisis. He sets goals that are demanding for him to reach. That's why he makes strategies and acts immediately as avenues aimed at transforming his wishes into reality. Integrity reduces the level of ambition in him, and this is responsible for leading his life in the right manner without trying to pursue success through the wrong ways. By directing all his efforts and staying firmly determined, he can accomplish a lot during his lifespan, therefore changing this whole world permanently. Sign number 5. Integrity. He is honest and trustworthy in all aspects of his life. Honesty is at the core of the character of an individual who has high principles. For him, his deeds must match his words because that is integrity. He uses this in deciding the right thing to do, without thinking about his interests or convenience. He inspires trust through truthfulness and honesty. Hence, he develops genuine bonds that are founded on mutual respect. He is honest. Whatever he says he does. His actions are eloquent indicators as compared to his words. In this way, he encourages others to desire truth and goodness in their day-to-day lives, marking a perfect scorecard for them. Sign number 6. Empathetic. A high-value man understands and empathizes with the feelings of others. A person of high value has deep empathy and understanding and can join hands with other people in their feelings and experiences universe. He has his ears perked, trying to see through an eye patch. He is therefore kind enough to give support without being false or sympathetic, thus offering consolation during times of distress. He understands that empathizing will go a long way in breaching gaps, thereby cementing relationships and creating a whole culture of empathy and camaraderie. He is able to win trust and establish rapport with others, hence creating strong links based on respect and care for each other. By being empathetic, therefore, he plays a part in promoting empathy as well as promoting compassion across the globe. Sign number 7. Good communicator. A high-value man who is worth a lot of money can express his views clearly and listen carefully. He speaks about his feelings and thoughts with certainty and clarity so that he makes himself clear to others. In addition, he appreciates that active listening is important as we take in what others have to say without stopping them or making any conclusions. In both his work and private life, he sees good communication as an essential element of both achievement and peaceful relations. Through being one who passes information across effectively or who connects well with others using words, trust as well as admiration develops among them, which can even make them brothers in armor, leading lives that are more fulfilled as compared to when they lived separately and did not understand each other well. Sign number 8. Resilient. A high-value man is resilient and possesses the strength to handle hardships and emerge stronger. He does not allow himself to be defeated should trials or failures come his way because he has been tough on difficult experiences all along. In his view, difficulties present chances of growth and knowledge, which pushes him to change his methods until he attains what he wants. He is resilient because he keeps a positive attitude and has absolute faith in his ability to overcome challenges. Whenever he faces problems, he does so gracefully and with resolve, which helps motivate everyone around him. To him, being resistant is embodying a high hill, or something like that, showing that you have a strong will. Sign number 9. Independent. A high-value man doesn't rely on others for his happiness or success. Independence characterizes this man as an achieving person who finds joy, satisfaction, and achievements within himself. High self-dependence defines him since he can decide as well as take steps without too much control by other people. Even though he respects and cooperates with other people, he still controls his mind, feelings, and decisions. The fact that he can steer his life in the desired direction with intent and forcefulness implies that personal growth and self-discovery are promoted by it. At the same time, independence encourages self-assurance and confidence, which are important when striving for one's interests and goals. He is not looking for affirmation or endorsement from others. Rather, he feels satisfied with himself due to this attribute. Thus, based on being self-reliant, he leads a life without seeking permission from anyone else by making decisions on how best to proceed as per his principles. Sign number 10. Lifelong learner. A high-value man is curious and continuously seeks knowledge and self-improvement. This man exemplifies the dedication that lifelong learning requires. It is what they need to keep on acquiring new knowledge and skills to enrich their own lives and those of others around them. Each day he faces it with curiosity and free thinking, as he delves deeper into varied subjects or viewpoints. He is constantly looking for bettering himself by searching for means through which he can learn something from everywhere, like schools, books, or just doing things themselves. He is continuously ready to face different difficulties with art and innovation in mind. As such, he learns new things throughout his life. Sign number 11. Emotionally intelligent. A high-value man has a sharp emotional intelligence, being good at understanding and managing his feelings, but also empathizing with the others he comes across. He acknowledges how emotions would affect not only actions but also relationships, meaning that he can interact with others in a way that shows he has insight into them as human beings. In different contexts, He can feel what he feels and monitor his emotions, hence avoiding rash moves that might lead to poor judgment calls. On top of this, he connects with others' feelings and always assists them where necessary since he has feelings. Therefore, by applying the knowledge of his emotions, he creates peace among people, talks best with people, and develops personally, hence making himself and others happy. Sign number 12. Compassionate. A high-value man is kind towards those who need help without expecting anything in return. In case any other person is undergoing some struggle, he always feels what is happening to them, hence trying as much as possible to reduce their pain, and has always something to uplift. This does not merely mean that he is concerned with their troubles, but it dictates all his moves and thoughts. He helps people very much. Besides, he is always ready to support someone, give a good word, and also offer help. This man is not indifferent to public issues, as well he fights for fairness and equity, as his sympathy is not personified only. This way empathy promotes a kinder world around him, which makes people become better. Sign number 13. Healthy boundaries. A high-value man when to say no and respects the boundaries of others. He recognizes that it is important to set up healthy boundaries in every sphere of life. He respects his needs, values, and limits, demanding them confidently and assertively in engagement with other people. He knows that some boundaries have to be there for him to remain well, maintain his personal identity, and not get emotionally sick. He also respects others' boundaries without overstepping his own or dictating what they should do. Respect for each person's limits helps in ensuring respect, trust, and mutual understanding within a relationship. In all his interactions with people, he makes sure that he operates in a manner that is both dignified and empathetic, so that the limits of all individuals are respected or maintained. In conclusion, embodying these 13 signs of a high-value man fosters personal growth, enriches relationships, and contributes to a more fulfilling life. Let me know which signs align with you right now in the comments sections.